What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and another episode of Brooklyn Car Spotting with me, Sensei Skills 99. Let's hit the streets of Brooklyn and see what we can find. First up, we got a heavily customized Chevy Express. And a little further down the road, we got a Hummer H1. This is a pretty hilarious choice for a city car because, well, it's huge. And I actually think this might be a H1 Alpha because it's got kind of the, see the raised hood here just a little bit, and it's also got the Duramax diesel plate. I'm not 100% sure if it's an Alpha, but if you know, comment. Behind this fence we get a Chevy Nova SS. You can see the SS on the front badge there. You might have been told growing up or in your marketing class that the Nova struggled to sell in Spanish speaking markets because no va means no go in Spanish. That is actually a myth. And the proof is in the sales numbers. Those cars did extraordinarily well in Latin American countries. Sales were just fine. Here's something you don't see every day. So this is a Suzuki Cappuccino. You can see it's got the Japanese front plate there. This was definitely imported. These were never sold in the US, but since this car is over 25 years old, it can be imported. And these are great for the city. It's only got about 64 horsepower, but small, and it's got what it's really known for is having a almost perfect 50 to 50 weight ratio. It's a very balanced car, very tossable. There were only about 28,000 of those produced for the entire world, so they're already pretty rare, and especially rare to see stateside. But they're a great car for New York City. Like I said, they're small, compact, tiny, don't have a lot of horsepower. You don't need a lot of horsepower here, so great find. Right here we got a BMW Z3. Nothing particularly interesting about this car other than the fact that it's got its hardtop on, and you usually only see them with soft tops. Also, my principal in elementary school drove one of these. It was seafoam green and just kind of made me fall in love with the car. It was one of those first cars that I just thought was really striking, really cool. All right, so in the vein of BMWs, we've got an M5 right here, but it is not just any M5. It's an M5 wagon, better known in the BMW world as a touring. This is the first time an M5 wagon has been sold in the US, is this model run. So this is the first time I've seen one, and this is crazy. I love when the high-end brands make high-powered wagons. This thing's a Batmobile, it's so cool. Here we've got a Volkswagen Vanagon GL. You do see a few of these like old boxy vans, particularly VWs, all over the city, especially in this area. I'm in East Williamsburg. But they're always a delight to see nonetheless. Very unique looking, very cool. Here we got a Fisker Ocean. This car was only produced between 2023 and 2024 by Fisker before they filed for bankruptcy. Something like 11,500 units were made before production stopped. These have all kind of bugs and problems. I suspect you will not see them on the road for much longer. Here we've got a fourth generation Audi S6. And this is the generation when they really nailed the styling. Proportions are just right. It's not overstated, not understated. A healthy 450 horsepower, so they got a lot of kick. Just all around great cars, and I'd love to own one someday. Here's another VW van. Told you these were everywhere. And the funny thing about this is it's kind of a similar color to the one that we saw a few minutes ago. The side profile on these is just crazy. Here we've got a Mercedes 190E. It's got the nice AMG chrome dinner plates. And it actually has an AMG badge on the back, but unfortunately I don't think this is an AMG. I think it's a 190E with a convincing body kit, but there's no wing back there. Of course, I could be wrong about that. I'm not great with the older AMGs. So again, if you know, comment below. Oh, nice. This is a very tastefully designed Suzuki Samurai. And it's got all the fixings you want. It's got the big snorkel up there. It's got the tow cable in the front. Phenomenal color too. The big knobby wheels, roof rack. This is a great spec. Chrysler LeBaron, pretty dinged up one too. This car always just makes me think of Cheaper by the Dozen.
Your neighborhood canines have completely ruined the LeBaron's paint job.
This is a cool Mitsubishi 3000 GT SL. The SL was the mid-tier version, still pretty common. But what's really cool about these is the styling. It's just like the epitome of 90s over-styled, crazy. And this car was really to showcase what Mitsubishi could do at the time. They packed it with all their technology, made it powerful for its day, and yeah, the crazy styling. Those went out of production mostly because their rivals like the Toyota Supra and Mazda RX-7 were a lot easier to work on and maintain. Everybody talks about the new Ford Bronco, but how about the OG? Actually, this is a Bronco 2, which was made, I think in the 80s. The first Ford Bronco dropped in the 60s, and you can tell it's 80s because of this big bubble window in the back here. If you were watching this video hoping for like exotic Ferraris and Lamborghinis, stuff like that, that's not really the scene here in Brooklyn. It's cars that are cool and unique, but at the same time, it's stuff that can get damaged and you won't go bankrupt over. Very old and pretty worn looking Land Cruiser, but sweet Land Cruiser nonetheless. This is a 2026 Lindustry Barada. I think that's gonna just about do it for Brooklyn Car Spotting Round 2. As always, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next episode. Peace.